just as a point, since you think I can't make any valid criticisms or make any valid points about any of this, it's so easy to do about all of this. Since you come at me like, oh, you couldn't make any valid points in your argument, bro. This is very simple to make. It's not very hard to make as a point of criticism against the whole style of debate that Charlie Kirk was so famous for engaging in. Now, if Charlie Kirk, hypothetically, is to march around the stage and then rapid fire a bunch of facts, and none of them have any semblance of truth or that are at all relevant to the reality, they're not true, they're lies, but he tells a bunch of lies on the stage and rapid fires them, and he knows this when he goes into making all these lies. He knows that, number one, they're not true. Possibly. He may or may not know that. We don't know. We can't establish that. I can't see inside Charlie's mind to, in this hypothetical, and I know he's dead, but, let's pretend that he isn't for the sake of the argument. But I can't see inside his mind to know what he knows the truth happens to be. But if he makes a bunch of claims and none of them are true, the problem with that is that investigating those claims to make sure that they're true requires a lot of research, to happen. And unless I happen to have my phone on stage and I'm allowed to use it and to look at it and to, pull up, and even then, or my laptop, because it's a lot more convenient to look things up in that environment, where I have access to the internet and, high-speed internet to investigate if your claims happen to be true and to do this, but that takes time. And I'm in the hot seat if I'm on the debate stage, as a consequence of all this. So there has to be a third party to actually make sure that these facts actually bear some, truth in reality, and they're not just claims that are being made. It's been said before that it takes, a lie can travel all the way around the world while the truth is still getting its shoes on, because it takes a lot more time to debunk bullshit than it does to actually spew a bunch of lies and on a debate stage. And what's even more unfair about that kind of situation is that if I'm on a debate stage and you rapid fire a bunch of lies, you can walk away with this illusion that I have not been able to contest a bunch of the claims that you're being made, or I've not been able to reply to them at all, that you've won something here by overwhelming me with your gish galloping attack. Like, you put a bunch of bullshit, and this kind of unethical behavior is par for the course inside our debates that take place. And, so you there you go, a point to be made. If Charlie Kirk were to go up there and spit a bunch of lies, it would take me far more time to debunk all of those lies, and everybody there's time to debunk those lies. I don't have fact checkers to make sure that his facts actually hold some resemblance or are actually true in the real world, and that's these are the kinds of things and issues that come up as a consequence of these unstructured debates that made Charlie Kirk famous in the first place. It begs me to ask, how does any of this count, for anything, given the way that having no rules enables absolute chaos to rule at these debates and allows people to get away with some very, very, very unethical behavior. Now, do I know Charlie Kirk knows he's a liar when he's making these lies? No. I have no way of knowing that, but I have no way of knowing that what he's saying is true in these situations. It needs to be verified, it needs to be checked. And nobody's doing that in these kinds of unstructured debate environments. So you wanna tell me that this man won against a bunch of college kids and everything? Of course, when anything goes at a debate, then the wrong people end up coming out on top.